Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daddy Dan blog. Hey, check out this old Dell comic book I found at the flea market. Yeah, I was out searching around and I hooked up on a Walt Disney's The Shaggy Dog. It's a 10-cent comic. It's from 1959 and it's based on a really classic movie starring Fred MacMurray. It's the story of Wilby Daniels. He's played by actor Tommy Kirk. It's just an ordinary teenager until a magical ring accidentally transforms him into a lumbering sheepdog. Yeah, it's going to be a fun adventure. Does anybody remember the Shaggy Dog? Well, I guess you know what I'm going to do now.
Here comes that Shaggy Dog again in Walt Disney's new motion picture.
Get him! That Shaggy Dog just stole my car.
Follow that dog. It's the funniest adventure that ever happened to anyone. See Fred MacMurray and Gene Hagen in Walt Disney's new motion picture, The Shaggy Dog. It will play in a theater near you.
So, do you remember the Shaggy Dog? I guess we better get this thing busted open and start it and see what happens in this cool comic book from 1959. So, in the front cover of the comic book, you get some scenes from the movie to relive the adventure of the Shaggy Dog. And by the way, I checked around a lot, and you just can't find very many promos for the Shaggy Dog. So it starts off with the inventor guy inventing a missile intercept system that blows up his house. Oh my God! Let's just do another preview. That was horrible.
Pop? Yes, Wilby.
I've got something to tell you. But I'm afraid.
Well, you never have to be afraid to talk to me, Wilby. Maybe sometimes I'm a little impatient with you, but that's because you're my son. I want you to be something special.
Yes, sir?
So you just tell me what's troubling you. I'm sure it can't be anything too serious, but whatever it is, I promise you I'll understand.
Really, Pop?
You can bank on it, Wilby.
Shake on it?
Certainly I'll shake on it, Wilby.
Okay, YouTube, that's about all I'm going to get away with that. Well, I watched it back, and I took time out, and I actually watched the Shaggy Dog back. And by the way, this comic book is nothing like the movie. It features pictures from the movie, but the story, it just don't exactly follow the old movie too much. Check it out. This guy, he invented this missile that intercepts stuff. Wow, that's interesting, right? It accidentally fired off. And may I point out the character in this comic book looks nothing like Fred MacMurray. Disappointing. Very disappointing. He just looks nothing like Fred MacMurray. Yes, I said it before, I'll say it again. And we move on. He blowed the house up. His missile defense system that he was creating in his house, apparently, went through the roof, blowed up the house, destroyed the house. The family's all upset. Fred MacMurray's going to have to move the family. Well, did that happen in the movie? I don't remember that in the movie. So in full, long, drug-out panels, brought to you by the Daddy Dan blog, we see the Shaggy Dog from 1959. In all the vast excitement as Fred MacMurray's family, Wilby's family had to move because Doofus done blowed up the house. Check it out. People's watching through binoculars. Yep, they're all nosy as the new neighbors move in. Hey, look, we got a big cool dog. And they just basically moving into the new house and getting settled. And in full panels, brought to you by the Daddy Dan blog. I wish I could be more excited about this Walt Disney comic book. But it's a Walt Disney, you know. But it's got a really cool thing at the end you should stick around for. Well, I guess you know what happens just as soon as they move in. Wilby's out looking for a job. He gets a job down at the museum. That's where he's headed now in these quick moving panels brought to you by Daily Dan Blog. He's going to help him clean out the basement at the old museum. I don't remember that much. Yeah, I think it was in the movie, but maybe with a little different twist. Let me know, Thrash Pondo Ponds, if you're watching this. Was that a little different twist? Did he go to work in the museum or was he just visiting? Well, anyway, he's working cleaning out stuff. They showing him the shrunken heads. They showing him the old lab stuff. They showing him the bongs from 1920s. You gotta love the old goof museum director. I'm a Michael Marone. Yeah, that's right. This goofy bastard showing him all kind of cool stuff. Check out this little head on a stick. That's cool. And then he accidentally drops something. Big mess on the floor as he breaks vases, as he breaks pots, as he breaks things. And then he has to clean it up as the other guy takes off. The kid's outside wondering what happened to him, but he had to work over. His little brother come down and say, hey, what time you getting off? Mama's fixing dinner, Wilby. See right there. You can read that if you want to. Yeah, we fixing dinner, Wilby. You need to come on. At that moment, Wilby finds a ring. He finds a magic ring. He shouldn't put the magic ring on because you saw the previews, right? But the goof does. Yes, it's true. He does. And he turns into a shaggy dog. Hence the title of this comic book, The Shaggy Dog. Yeah, he turns into a dog. He lounges around. He laps around. He licks it up, and he tries to escape the museum. Even the professor just thinks he's a big stupid dog. Oh, look at you. You're a dog. How'd you get in here? Let me kick you out, says the professor. And turn him over to the security guard and kick his skankly dog ass right on out, he does. But the dog barks and turns and runs away. He runs home, where he crawls up into bed and barks at his little brother, who does not realize he's a dog till he starts talking, and then little brother's like, oh no, yeah, I gotta hide, I'm a dog, Dad's coming. So he hides up, and little brother's like hiding the fact that he's a dog. And this dad's like not even missing Wilby, but look at him. He does not look like Fred McMurray, and that really bothers me. So once again, in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog, we take a look at the Shaggy Dog from 1959. A Walt Disney classic. And I realize I have not drank enough Evan Williams to be doing this. This has been a good time to tell you all about the sponsors over at Ghost Cannabis Extracts, sponsoring this video and all my videos here on the Daily Dan Blog. So once again, back to the story. They're trying to fight the fact that Wilby's a dog. Yep, it's true. Little brother covers and Wilby makes a break for it, through the bushes, through the rhymes, down the hill. He runs over to the chick's house, but he can't say nothing because he's a dog. Anyway, the father and the other guys are talking about where Wilby is, but they just notice a dog. Because Wilby ain't talking to nobody, because Wilby's a dog. Oh, yay. Later on, Wilby finally changes back to a human. Yes, it's true. See, Wilby changed back to a human and talked to his little pet dog. He can't understand why he keeps turning into the dog, but yet the dog still exists, too. He's just like another dog? What? That didn't happen in the movie neither, did it? Yeah, anyway, Wilby's talking it over with his friends. Wilby's got darn looking for advice. Wilby's going to the stupidest, goofiest guy he can find to get some advice about what he should do about becoming a dog. So life goes on, and Wilby's headed to the prom. He's headed to the prom with his hot prom day. Yeah, it's going to be a nice normal night for Wilby at the prom with his nice prom day. But you know what's going to happen just as soon as Wilby starts doing the dance? Look, he starts to turn and he needs to get out of there. His little brother comes up and says, hey, dude, you're turning into a dog again. And within a few minutes, Wilby's a dog and runs to the parking lot to pee on a car. It's while in this dog state, running around trying to hide till he changes back, that he realizes that there's some spies. Some spies at work. Yeah, that's right. Some spies are using the museum as a cover to spy on the government, apparently. Wilby's caught. What was this even in the freaking movie? I do not remember none of this. Swear to God, YouTube. Let me know in the comments below if you remember spies in the Shaggy Dog. Because Daily Dan don't remember that. Anyway, Wilby's little brother's reading to him out of a book and telling him about this, that, and the other, as Wilby tells his little brother about the spies, and his little brother's like, spies? So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog, Daily Dan is slightly confused. I really hate it when the comic books don't match the movies real good. Well, anyway, uh, stupid dog Wilby is telling his little brother about the spies. His little brother runs and tells Dad about the spies. Dad don't believe him about the spies. Wilby, you're going to have to talk to Dad sometime in this book. In the movie, he talked to him. You saw the previews. But anyway, so this is the part you saw the preview part. Little brother lets Wilby in. Wilby goes over and starts talking to Dad. You actually saw the preview for this little part. It's actually something in the movie. Yeah. So he's shaking hands, remember? Right, like from that little clip, he's shaking hands. And this is like, I love it, the movie part. That's right, in full panels, brought to you by Day Damn Blog. I bring you the part of the only clip I could find to show you on YouTube. Yeah, he's a dog, dude passes out. Well, there you go. But he believes him. Yes, he does. And now they're all aware that Wilby's a dog. Wilby's a dog and there's spies on the loose, and Dad believes him, and Dad's filling in the government on the spy action. And Daddy Dan will say, what a long, drug-out comic book, but give credit where credit's due. There has been absolutely no commercials in this comic book. So Walt Disney, congratulations, you impressed me. You also have some really good art in this comic book. It's very good, even though the dad don't look like Fred McMurray. Anyway, Shaggy Dog's being a spy. Shaggy Dog's gathering more information. Shaggy Dog turned into Wilbur, and Wilby and Shaggy Dog got busted by the spies. But Wilby's girlfriend shows up, and she's accusing people, but she's took hostage. All the excitement in this book never stopped. 10 minutes later, in comic book time, that was one flip of the page. The kidnapped girl's being drug off by the spies. Wilby's tied up. Wilby's brother breaks into the house and releases him. And now it's time for Wilby to spring into action. It's time for Wilby to become the Shaggy Dog. As Wilby turns into the Shaggy Dog and chases off after the spies who kidnapped his girlfriend. Little brother goes and tells guy who does not look like Fred McMurray, Dad, and the cops what is going on. So these cops, what is called Abbott and Costello, are tripping because Shaggy Dog done stole a car and he's in hot pursuit. And now you see Shaggy Dog driving a damn car. That's one panel in the comic book. 15 minutes in the movie, okay. And anyway, they took her to the dock. They're headed for the boat. They're gonna escape. For some reason, kidnapping the girl, but Shaggy Dog is having none of that. And Shaggy Dog has led the police and the secret government agents to the spy's boat. And the Shaggy Dog is gonna get a hug. That's right, we'll be gonna get a hug. And that's right, and it's a sad ending when Wilby turns back into himself, and the real dog gets all the credit for leading the police and Dad and everybody to the spies and saving the girl. Wilby, you got screwed. And then you get a little thing from Dale at the end of this wonderful comic book. You know, I really enjoyed this bad boy. It was really cool. You get some more pictures from the movie, and the Shaggy Dog even had a chair, and that is so cool. I really enjoyed this book. It had some great art in it. It's really old. It's one of the oldest ones I've got. It's 1959. It'll go on the wall of classics, dude. So I want to take this time to tell all my friends to check out Dave Sunstorm on The Good Stuff, and be sure to check out his brother Steve and Sunstorm, the other good stuff guy. Now let me tell you about the Shaggy Dog. That's right. This comic book's in pretty rough shape. It's been restapled on the sides, and that takes down the value. But it's from 1959, and I think you should feel lucky that it even exists. But that's not the big thing. The big thing was, oh, I can't wait to show you this. Check it out. When I turned this comic book over and looked at the back cover, I freaked. It's autographed. They autographed these comics. It has Tommy Kirk, Kevin Corso, Tim Renzel, Annette Funicello. Oh my God. What wonderful, wonderful. I almost want to put this in a book just for the autographs itself. It seems a shame to hang this on the wall and hide these wonderful autographs. It really does. But an autographs like this, I mean, it just makes my comic even more valuable to me. So that's my good stuff look at the Shaggy Dog from 1959. It's a Dell comic book. It's been restapled and it's not in the greatest of shape, but I still think it's the good stuff. Be sure to check out my good stuff friends, Dave Sunstorm and his brother Steven Sunstorm. Here on YouTube, check out Thrash Pondo Pines and my friend Ian over at Retro Serial. And my name's Danny Staten. You're watching the Daddy Dan blog. You can also find me on Daddy Dan's The Good Stuff. And if you like comics, check out my other channel, The Fat Comic Book Guy. Till next time, this is Danny Staten saying, blog over, dudes.